Hello, internets! I'm HamsterBomb.
And I'm Timothy.
She did that pointy finger thingy again that you did last time. Ew, finger guns.
I love finger guns.
Okay.
They're my thing.
And you guys are back for some more Pokemon collection videos, and this one has been such a long time coming! I can finally show you guys my shiny Rayquaza collection.
This collection is so mishmashed, I can't handle
Yeah,
it.
it's got really mishmashy. So, to explain what happened here, of how this happened, I really love Rayquaza, and especially shiny Rayquaza, and at the time I was shiny hunting Rayquaza, and I go back and watch that video. It's really exciting. I got it live in the video. It was so cool. I wanted to start collecting some shiny Rayquaza stuff, and unfortunately, right when I started, there was this huge explosion of basically Mega Evolution Pokemon, and they made a new movie with a shiny Mega Rayquaza in it, which made way too much stuff in the collection immediately.
You were doing really well until that happened.
I was, and then it suddenly became impossible. So at this point, I kind of stopped collecting shiny Rayquaza stuff. If anything, I really want to start collecting shiny Ho-Oh stuff, because no one's making that, and it sounds like a possible thing to do.
Finally getting his own movie. Well,
not really. No. There is a shiny Ho-Oh Pokemon Center, by the way.
Yes.
Yes, there is. So, anyway, we're going to be digging through some of the stuff that I was able to collect of some shiny Rayquaza stuff. I'm really excited about all this. Can we show just one thing to get us started here? This is the only thing that Kim can tell you about. Kim, I need you to hold stuff.
I made this!
Kim made this. There we go.
You're on vacation and I missed you, so I made you a card.
So what this is, you can kind of see as it goes over
like
here.
It's a tabletop.
Yeah, it's a little tabletop stand, right? Like that.
Yep.
There we go.
And then that way he could just set it with his Rayquaza stuff and it would be labeled.
Mm-hmm. And it does sit there by all of it.
I painted this, guys.
Yeah, she made it. That's not art she found online. That's a digital painting she did of shiny Mega Rayquaza to go with all my stuff.
Yep.
Very cool. Kim's
See, I made it in 2015.
Yep, 2015. She's made a lot of digital paintings of Pokemon and stuff like that, which, by the way, we might link in the description if you guys want to see more of Kim's stuff. But anyway, that's nothing that the rest of this is all stuff that you could actually purchase somewhere. Maybe. Some of it's really rare. Should I just go with, like, the oddball stuff, or should I just grab things?
I don't know, just start. Well, we could do the cards because we were just leaving off at the cards.
That's true. We were just doing TCG cards. So I'm gonna grab. How about these two first? Because those, as you can see, one of them I've got is in its original packaging. I'm trying to move my focus. It wasn't working. There we go. So the one on the right was as you can see, an English promo card, and this came with because obviously at this point, like I mentioned, shiny Rayquaza was suddenly everywhere. I picked the wrong Pokemon at the wrong time to collect this shiny, as I mentioned, and it was such a cool card. I had to get my hands on it. But before it even came to America and gave us this cool promo that you can buy in like one of those big boxes, and it had shiny Rayquaza in it, Japan, of course, as always, got it first. But they got it in one of these promos. I believe it's a promo. It should say it there somewhere. This, for Japan, they were individually giving them out. I kind of forget how it was exactly, but it wasn't like America getting it in a box like this, because mine came in packaging like this as it came in, and I decided not to open it because I wasn't like going to play with it or anything, so... Pretty cool. I have that one still in its sleeve.
Yes, it is a Black Star promo.
Those two cards that I pulled up may be the least valuable of the cards, shiny Rayquaza.
Isn't that a scary thought?
Yeah, they're really cool looking though. I really like them. The only problem with this one is it's in so much packaging, the glare is real hard to see. But the foil looks really nice. You can kind of see that foil going through there.
The only packaging that's original is the piece that's in there.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's not the hard sleeve and the
no. That's this is a sleeve in a sleeve, and the top loader is in between those two things.
Right.
It's three. Here's another promo. If you want to pull this one up here.
I didn't see that. I don't think I've seen this one.
This one came with I think pre-ordering. Was it Pokemon Conquest? It was
it looks like it. Yeah, I see the shadow.
Nintendo DS game. Believe that says Conquest right there, where one of the characters, I think like the final boss character, I don't know, I've never played it, has a shiny Rayquaza on their team. And of course, that means I really wanted to play the game, and I never got a chance to. But I was able to get my hands on this card for pretty cheap. I think I was fighting on eBay to get it, and fortunately, I was able to get my hands on it. It's one of those cool Japanese foils, where they get the edges that get that horizontal foil going on. I also really like the ones that are just Rayquaza, not Mega Rayquaza. I like Mega Rayquaza, but I was trying to collect Rayquaza. But no, this is Rayquaza.
No, so. I'm saying I painted you a Mega Rayquaza.
Well, it's because as we go farther, we're going to find a lot of Mega Rayquaza stuff, too.
Mega Rayquaza had just come out. I was like,
yeah, he just came out. Oh, yeah, he's a really cool Pokemon to paint, too. But also, I want to point out, before we go any farther, I also, in this collection, have a huge plushie shiny Mega Rayquaza. It has its own video, so I'm just going to mention it. If you want to see it, I'm going to put it in the playlist for Pokemon collections. If you can't find it there, it's also going to be in my figure reviews playlist, because at the time that was the best that I had to show for it.
All right.
Or the best playlist that it fit for. This is not a promo. This is finally getting to some really cool cards that were released in sets. So this is a secret card that was in... oh gosh, what was that one?
Dragon's Vault.
Dragon's
Exalted.
Dragon's Exalted. Dragon's Vault was the English version of the yeah.
No, okay. Dragon's Vault is the Japanese one. Dragon's Exalted is the English one.
No, it's not in that set. You're thinking of the wrong thing. Dragon's Vault, we showed it. It's almost like a promo set. It's the thing I got the booster box for.
Right, yeah.
That's not this.
Oh.
This is like a full-blown...
Roaring Skies.
No, it's not Roaring Skies. I don't remember what this is. It's this symbol.
I feel like we had this exact same conversation.
That twisty twirly. But anyway, it's 128 or 124, so it's a secret rare at the end of the set. And if you could see it on there, Kim, if you can get the...
This?
No.
What?
There's a dragon symbol on the bottom of the card. You don't know what I'm talking about, do you? See it here. Printed in... there it is.
Oh. You can barely see it.
Yeah, shiny okay. Pokemon were given that. Here, you're moving all over. There we go.
But I see it now.
Now you see it. Okay, so they did like that embossing that they do on their full art cards on these shiny cards. It look really cool. This one was a lot harder to find. I ended up giving up on booster packs because that never gets me the cards I want. Just keeps giving me normal junk.
Yeah, that's not your luck.
No, it doesn't work at all. So ended up just fighting in eBay wars. Now, this one, you may notice, also has the same art. So that's why I wanted to pull both of these up. Actually, let's start with the one in the back, the English one. If you see one of these cards somewhere and it is English like this, it's not really worth very much. This one is from Call of Legends.
I know that symbol.
Yeah, if you move your thumb a bit, we can see it is it a secret card in Secret Hollow 10 or something? I can't read it.
Yeah.
Is that what it says?
Yeah, something like that.
SL10 maybe. So anyway, this is from Call of Legends, or Secret Legend maybe. But anyway, there was Shiny Legend. That sounds right.
Shiny Legend?
Because at the end of Call of Legends, because there's there's a ton of legendaries in that set, they were releasing shiny Pokemon of those. And when we came to Call of Legends in our main collection video, when it came to that one, we showed a shiny Ho-Oh that I've got from that. This is the Rayquaza from that set, both of which I had to buy online because, of course, booster packs netted me... What was it, like 2 foils of all Call of Legends, and I got like 20 packs?
Yeah,
it was
that's
horrendous. Yeah, but anyway, that's where this Rayquaza comes from. He's not as valuable, but using the same art is this Rayquaza promo from Japan. This one is a lot more valuable and really hard to find. This one, just because it's the promo, it had something to do with the numbers in the corner. I don't remember, honestly, how much it is now because I got it years ago, but it's a lot more valuable, and by a lot, I'm guessing somewhere around like $70.
Wow.
Yeah, it's an expensive promo. Compared to like this $3 version of like the identical card.
Right. The Japanese one's just like
yeah, I think it was because it had something to do with like there was only so many, like a lottery giveaway thing. There's just not a lot of them. But so it's more of the scarcity than rarity thing, so the cards, it was a promo. This just weren't a lot of them.
Right. I mean, that happens a lot with our Japanese cards. Like the original Japanese Lugia So much more than the English.
Let's kind of
one.
stack these guys over here. As you can see, we got one more card, and it's my favorite shiny Rayquaza card. This one is Rayquaza Star, Gold Star, however you say those.
That's the first shiny Rayquaza card then, wasn't it?
I don't know about that, but it might be. These are... we've got several other Gold Star cards. We got Pikachu, I know we got Celebi, Metagross. So this one in particular, though, is probably the most valuable shiny Rayquaza card, I think. So this one showed up at a game
there is a good story for this.
A resale store, and they were listing it for $80. And honestly, that was a good deal because of how expensive it is online. It was like 100 something anywhere else. And sure, there was like a little nick in the corner or something. It's real hard to see, but you can see like a little flake of where it's not yellow. And that was the only reason it was marked down to 80. So I gathered my Pokemon cards to get like trade-in credits to get some money off of it. I gave them so much of my stuff, and it dropped it down to like, I don't know, 40 or something, but it was still crazy. But I was still able to get that shiny Rayquaza card. It's my favorite one. I think it's got the best art too of all of them we've seen.
Some of them I really like the art on though.
Yeah, there's some really nice ones, but this one I really like old art. And for old R2, he's like breaking his boundary, which is kind of a rare thing that they did back then. Aside from the fact that it's like, I think it is, you're right, one of the first, if not the first shiny Rayquaza cards. Plus it's extremely rare. What is it? It's like, I forget like what the set exactly was, but 107 of 107 is what this one was. So I'm not sure what it's worth anymore. I sure hope it's still valuable because I'd feel really bad. But either way, it's still my favorite. Love that one. We're going to set this down. How about we put it down by the cards over here just so that we don't start mixing stuff up. So now we can start moving on to not card stuff. Unless I grabbed this first. This is the cardboard art that they did for Ancient Origins. Was it Ancient Origins for that other set where there's shiny Rayquazas at the end? No, I don't remember. No, because this is Mega Rayquaza. I'm not sure, but hey, they put my shiny Rayquaza on the art of a booster case. I think I might have even put the sleeve inside of here, but I'm not sure. I did my best to retain this in its best form. You can hold it up there again and see the back. Oh. The other ones, they had a shiny Groudon, Mega Tyranitar, and Hoopa. Man, it's such a dumb name when you get to the, like, man, there's like Hoopa, shiny Groudon, Mega Tyranitar, and Hoopa. But I actually have the card for the Ancient Origins shiny Primal Groudon. I did get that out of one of these, so that's really cool. I didn't get any Rayquaza ones, but anyway, so that's just that. Probably that is the least valuable thing in here. It's just cool because I've got it. Let's start uncovering what's down here. Okay. Let's start with these two. That's technically a card too, up in that corner.
Okay, card first.
Sure, the card. So they, in X and Y and Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, I believe it's what those say, they had a shiny Pokemon giveaway. You can see it's in 2015 for a shiny Rayquaza. I believe it was Japan only that got the card. It was given out in America eventually, but only Japan got the card. And this, I actually ordered the card online, even though I couldn't use it. Now, actually, I could have had I gotten it, because I now have a Japanese 3DS with a Japanese Pokemon game. That is X, by the way. I could have done it. But yeah, it's not active anymore, so it doesn't matter. But either way, I just wanted to get the card because it's the card that represents that,
shiny
the event.
Rayquaza.
The event, yeah. So moving here, this thing, I was just digging through all sorts of shiny Rayquaza stuff, and this is where it started getting out of control because I was realizing there's so much, so I was just kind of getting like little cheap things that'd be cool to keep in a collection. I honestly didn't even know what this was until later we found out it's like a little charm to pop into a crock, which I don't even wear, but it's just some Japanese thing. I'm trying to find some other use for it Yeah, Kim's more interested in that crap. Kim, who cares? I'm just trying to find some other use for this little guy because it's a neat little rubber embossed shiny Rayquaza badge looking thing. So I mean, it's kind of cool if I could find some better use for it. But until then,
other than putting it in a crock.
yeah, I don't want to do that. It's just been sitting there. Oh my gosh, those made me so angry. So I was on Pokemon Collectors, and this
the
seller,
source of all troubles.
yeah, well, no. Pokemon Collectors is a cool site.
It is a cool site. That's the problem.
This seller in particular was just lying about their stuff. They claimed that these 2 sticks of gum were called candy bars. They wrote full-size candy bar is what these were, right? So they were implying that these, I'm sorry, in America, full-size candy bar is like the size of a modern iPad. Like, it's huge. So when those came in, these little sticks of gum, I was like, are you serious? You charged that much for a stick of gum and you wouldn't even admit what it was? So they more made me angry, but yeah, Japan comes out with all sorts of weird crap. And it's stuff like this that makes it impossible to collect this, because there's so many little things in Japan, because Pokemon is so much bigger there, that they come out with so much junk that the collection became impossible because it's all about that
junk.
Movie. Yeah.
It's all about the junk.
Well, so if we keep going through the Mega Rayquaza stuff, yeah, we're almost done with this. We're going to get to the really cool stuff by the end of this. This is, by the way, a Pokemon Center charm that they came out with around the same time. It was basically that movie was making this even a thing, which, by the way, if I grab this as well, this is a pin that came with some TCG cards in America. So we got this. As you can see, that's what the backs of those things all look like. And those are actually the charms. The charms from Pokemon Center are actually worth a lot more. So I kept it in its original packaging, and I haven't really taken it out or done anything with it. But still, if anything, I would like to use the pin, because it's a really nice pin. Though I would prefer it'd be my regular shiny Rayquaza, but still, shiny Mega Rayquaza is very cool. I mean, if I was going to play with my shinies, I would probably be Mega Evolving my Rayquaza anyway. You should save this one for later. That's got a story to it. How about these little coins?
But I was going from pin to pin. Okay.
Now, trust me, that one's a little more complicated. We're going to, end closer to that one. So these 2, I believe this came with, or I might have ordered this. I know I ordered this one because I was trying to find a coin for shiny Rayquaza to go with my my TCG deck that I had built.
This one came with that.
This came with something. I don't know if it came with that. If it came with that, it means I ordered it on Pokemon Collectors, because that's where this came from. But this one in particular, I had to order online. It's just an older one, and these 2 coins are the only 2 coins where Rayquaza is not green, but instead like black, gray, and silver and gold. So right. To me, that's shiny. So I was like, okay, it's cool enough. I'll use those. Besides, they count for my collection because clearly I didn't have that much money. There was way too much junk that was coming out. How about the wallet? Kim got me this one. I don't even know where it came from.
Oh, where did I buy this? I think I just bought it online.
Really?
Yeah. I think I
So
bought it on eBay.
I was using it for a while because it was really cool. It's a shiny Rayquaza wallet. The only problem is
there were a lot of these, not the Rayquaza one that were printed, but they printed a lot of like the Eevee ones. I've seen people a lot with those, but it's that same material.
The only issue is, yeah, it's a cheap material and it's not meant to stay together. So in order to preserve the wallet, I just had to put it in this collection and kind of say goodbye to it. So that kind of stinks. But anyway, I still have it, though. I mean, clearly my keys were destroying this thing, and I only used it for like a week.
Yeah, you didn't use it for very long.
Yeah, and it really started taking some damage. So, yeah, that right there is more stuff that went with the film that had come out, which I still don't even remember the name of it. It just says Black Mega Rayquaza. It doesn't even say Shiny Mega Rayquaza.
No, it says Mega. Oh, yeah, you're right. It does say Black.
That's weird.
I didn't see the black on it.
We had to turn into a race game. So this, I honestly don't know why they sold this. It still has its original sticker, by the way. Pokemon Center was just starting to sell this new stuff that went for the movie, and this was just like a cloth, I think they sold it as, but it was really cheap. Yeah, it's all in Japanese. It's not going to tell you anything back there. So, anyway, that's just cloth. Shiny Mega Rayquaza cloth. Yeah, and then same art. This is a lot cooler, though. It's on a bag. Shiny Mega Rayquaza bag, one of those little zip bags.
Whoa!
Yeah, and then there's the back with everybody else who was in that movie. It was what was it? It was like it was the Hoopa movie where like Hoopa was bringing in all sorts of legendaries together, and the Rayquaza in the film is shiny, and that's why shiny Mega Rayquaza was such a big deal at the time.
I didn't know that was on the back of that bag.
Yeah, there was a lot of other legends that had to do with this, so a lot of cool stuff was involved. So here we go. What Kim is pulling out is related to this. That's why I wanted to wait. I didn't want to do these apart from each other. How about before you get into that, I open this little box here.
Okay.
This was also coming out at the same time that...
It's upside down.
Oh, is it? Okay. This is... oh, yeah, Bandai. I can read that. This was coming out at the same time that the movies, all this movie nonsense was...
mysterious box.
Well, yeah, I wish the box stayed in great shape, but the person who shipped it to me did a crappy job, and it came in all busted up, so it's... the box's resale value is low. I still have it in its packaging. I didn't take it out if she pulls this out here. This is...
What do you mean?
Oh, the bottom's open.
Bag.
I guess it's not open there. This is the kid's figure of shiny Mega Rayquaza. Now, I keep him in that box and in there because he's worth a lot of money. He was a lottery winning thing. Like I don't remember how many there were, but there weren't many. And you had to enter to win to get a chance to get this thing. And then, of course, the winners just tried to sell them. And they were really scarce, even when they first came out. So I kind of doubt anybody right now has those online. So if anybody wants it, let me know. But yeah, I felt bad because that was probably the last thing I got for my shiny Rayquaza collection.
Is his authentic... Oh, no, what is this?
I don't know what that is, honestly. It's just in there. Might have something to do with the lottery thing involved, but so yeah, that was like a promotional thing. There's very few of those. And right when I got that guy, I was like, all right, because I realized how much shiny Mega Rayquaza junk was starting to accumulate. Mostly like
I like kids figures.
No, not kids figures. Those are cool. What the problem became was there was a bunch of stuff like, you know, Japan makes, you know how like you go into like a Walmart and then you can put a quarter in a machine, get like a little toy that pops out? Japan is flooded with these, and there's a bunch of Pokemon themed things.
Yes.
And there's so many. This movie made so many of those little things, and it's so hard to find just the one you want. There was like hundreds of little dumb things, like little toy slot machines that are this big that has a little print of a shiny Mega Rayquaza on it. You know, things a little ornament, or things that have an eraser. You know, things that make no sense to collect for this, but you know, like the gum, like
stick of gum.
That's way too far. I would never have bought that had I known it was actually a stick of gum. So people need to be honest on that site. I was pretty mad. So anyway, we can finally move on to what's in this clear folder. What's in the clear folder?
Who knows?
More folders.
Oh, wait.
So,
seriously, it's another...
Yeah, I'm not kidding. Okay. So inside there is actually another...
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. That's a lot of stuff. Those are more flats. Set them down. Okay, it's gonna be all right. I'm gonna grab these in order. You want to deal with this sticker sheet here. So going through in order, there was... Back in Hoenn, there was a Pokemon Center lottery thing. I believe it was back in Hoenn. I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure. Can you see a year?
This says 2012. I don't think that's Hoenn.
No, it's... I'm not sure. But anyway, so...
That's, a Nova.
Whatever. In 2012, okay? There was this new Pokemon Center lottery thing that they were doing. And yeah, it's there's shines all over.
I love these stickers.
Aren't they cool? But the thing is, they're so rare. That's the thing. I don't want to use them. You're not getting them shines, Kim. Get them shines. There you go.
They're all rainbowy, too.
I know.
Look
It's so nice.
Are.
So,
okay.
Basically, there was this lottery thing you can enter in a Pokemon Center. Japan only, of course. And if you placed, because there were 3 different brackets of where you could win, okay? So say you win third. It would say, like, only, I don't know, like... 500 people, I'm throwing this number out there. Say only 500 people can win third. If you win third, I think you get the sticker sheet. I may be wrong. It may be this clear file. But say you win third and you get the sticker sheet, because I think that would be cheaper than the file. I'm not positive, because that's a nice sticker sheet. But anyway, say you win third because it was a shiny Rayquaza event they were doing.
I'm so obsessed with the sparkles on this.
Aren't they? That is really cool. Plus, like, I've never seen some of this art for Rayquaza. Like, this is the one on my 3DS. Like, I've never seen, like, most of these. These are really nice.
Is your 3DS not part of this collection?
Oh my gosh, where's the 3DS? It's in the other room. So I'll hold this while I keep telling him. So anyway, it was part of this lottery thing. And if you placed third, and by place, they just, like, drew names, right? So they draw names, and they would find out, okay, you win, and you get this sticker sheet if you're in third. So as we've seen plenty of the sticker sheet, it's just a regular yellow back. If you placed second, I'm going to move this down on top of this. I really don't want to mess these up because these are like my favorite 3 things in the collection because I've got all 3 parts of the lottery. I believe second. I could be backwards, and this is actually third. You get a shiny Mega Rayquaza clear file, or what do they call these? Are they called clear files?
I have no idea.
They're folders basically. But anyway, yeah, it's got shiny Rayquaza on both sides. It's an awkward shape, so I just kind of use it to hold my flats. But
yeah, it's such a small folder.
Yeah, but as you see, I mean, this is typically a Japanese thing to have folders like this where they basically seal 2 sides and you just kind of open up like that. But still, I believe this was if you placed second place. I could be wrong in saying that because, like I said, I'm not positive, but I do know if you placed first in this competition or this lottery, this is what you won. So, Kim, if you could hold this for me so I can change our focus. That's why I didn't want to pull this up with the other one because this is probably the rarest thing in my shiny Rayquaza collection. I'm not sure because this is the first place Japanese only lottery winning shiny Rayquaza exclusive charm. That's the only way to get that charm.
Oh.
Yeah, they never sold those. They didn't sell any of these, by the way. You couldn't buy them. You had to win them. So this was from someone who won first and sold it, someone who won second and third back there. I found all of them. So, plus it's regular Rayquaza. Well, I'm also real happy it's regular Rayquaza because as you saw before, I've got the charm for shiny Mega Rayquaza. And it's also unopened. I believe the back, it does come out because it's like one of those resealable bags. Mm-hmm. Here's the back, by the way. It's kind of like a... Here, let me hold it back up. Because, like I said, this was a one-and-done thing. They never made these again. Yeah, it's one of my favorite things in the collection. I wish I could display it somewhere. We got to figure out something we can do with those because I really love that thing. It's just a dinky little guy, too. Let's start moving some of these things off here, because obviously...
I'm just putting things back in this folder, so I'm holding it here.
Okay, I'll just move the bag over here. So, anyway, I kind of want to keep those together in a set. Next up, we've got a bunch of little flats here. I'm going to have Kim pick them up for us.
All right. Is this a tattoo? Is this a temporary tattoo?
That is a tattoo.
I'm pretty sure it's one. Otherwise you would have used this.
Japan. Yeah, I know. I think in Japan they call them like it's like a watermark or water something, but they don't use the word tattoo. But water is the hint. That means it's like water activated image, right? So that's basically what that is. Tattoo. It's a water tattoo.
Bonus stickers.
Honestly, I think that tattoo. You don't have to hold it, but I'm pretty sure that too was like another lottery reward thing. I'm not sure because that one I don't think they sold anywhere, but I don't remember that one as well. This one was the big competition.
Bonus stickers? Did these come with your 3DS?
Yes. Okay. Which she can now show.
There we go.
You guys may recognize my 3DS that I was very excited to find that this is not official, by the way. These are just some cool stickers that I found online. Someone made for shiny shiny Rayquaza for a 3DS extra large size. You can actually flip it over. There you go. Not flip it over. It's just in the inside. You can see some more cool art that goes in there. I don't have one for my capture card, by the way. This is what I used before. There's Kim's face. This is what I had used before the capture card. And Kim now uses this model. So Kim actually gets to play with this one.
Alex's face.
Hi, wherever I am. But aside from that, yeah, this, since there was extra room on the sticker sheet, because it obviously just came in a flat sticker sheet, they gave me these. And I haven't used them yet. They're pretty cool. But not nearly as cool as the ones that came on
I know.
that other sheet. That other sheet is so amazing. So, going down from here, we got like 4 really nice cards that came out from the...
I can't hold all these at once.
It's just grab one. It doesn't matter. Because you're going to want to flip it over, too. Or okay. That works.
Oh, it's that broken glass hollow.
Yeah, it's that broken glass hollow. Now...
And it's a rainbow again.
So, here was one of my huge conflicts. Because clearly the one on the left, that goes in my collection. I was like, yes, that is cool. The one on the right... This is when I started getting more and more confused because there was so much of this junk for this movie that came out with more, sure, shiny Rayquazas on it, but so's a bunch of other Pokemon. Like, okay, how large does shiny Rayquaza...
Is this for Reshiram fans, too?
Well, exactly, because there were some where Rayquaza's in the background. So my question then became, for my collection, how big does Rayquaza have to be, prominently, for it to technically be a thing for Shiny Mega Rayquaza's collection. So I started getting really confused. In fact, Kim, I asked you, because I was just going to get this one, and then you convinced me, you said, no,
yeah, it looks
that
so
counts.
Cool. Yeah, it totally counts.
Okay, they're really cool cards. I mean, I got that. But when we go to the next one down here, you'll see, yeah, you can see there, Hoopa's in the middle, so if you wanted to say, well, he's got to be in the middle, well, now what? Because it started getting a little weird. By the way, I've never seen this movie. I'm just throwing that out there. I've never seen this movie. So, yeah, I mean, technically he's there. It was kind of cheap because the shipping was the expensive part, so I was like, I'll throw in the extra.
Would this be for, like, Palkia fans?
I don't know. So I was like, I'll throw in the extra $1 just to get it. So, yeah, I mean, the cards are really cool, so whatever.
That's okay.
Moving to this next, also, these go with that other, the bag before. Those were sold with the bag. You can grab this guy. This, I think, was, what is that? Where did this come from? No, I have no idea.
Here's the thing.
I forget where this came from.
Cool. Moving on.
Honestly, I must have gotten it as, some Japan... Oh, maybe someone gave it to me, from Pokemon Collectors, just, as an extra thing. Because, they bought Pokemon card packs over there, and it was just loose, and they just gave it to me.
It just looks like an ad for the movie.
Okay, she's just looking at it and not showing you the worst thing you can do on this video. Alright, so...
More cool stickers!
Now, these are really cool. These are actually, as you can see, transparent. You can see through these. So those are really nice, airy stickers. They got a bunch of different Pokeballs on them. You start looking at all the Pokeballs, you got, I see a dive ball. I see a
luxury
Safari, Timer, Dusk, Premier, Master, Poke Ultra, Luxury. There's a Heal Ball. There's Premier. There's so many. It's really cool. Quick Ball's there. They're your favorite.
I love Quick Ball.
But, I mean, once again, there's a shiny Mega Rayquaza sticker, but it comes with a lot of other stuff.
But the sticker's technically an individual item, so...
If I took it off.
Right.
So I was kind of conflicted on this. This came with the bag and the cloth sheet, by the way. There was a thing Pokemon Center was selling for these for that movie. It was just extra stuff. So I was still really conflicted. So because of this hairy Mega Rayquaza thing, I kind of decided maybe I should just stick to collecting Rayquaza. No more Mega, just Rayquaza. Because things like this net me into a bunch of stuff that I don't want to have to buy for the collection to feel complete. You know what I mean? Though there's cool stuff like that thing that's sitting down right there that kind of make me want to change my mind. This monstrosity.
Oh, the giant.
Nice. It actually has the Pokemon card. I want this to be face down as a prize card and someone
This is totally playable.
Totally playable.
Actually, it probably is.
Can you get a deck of cards that big? Yeah, I can't even move my focus because it's that big. So, this is, an actual card, by the way.
Look, it's part of Ancient Origins right there.
It is, yeah. I don't have the normal size one. But the thing is, it's numbered. Kim, does it count?
This needs to go in our binder.
Does it count?
Yes, it does.
That's a Pokemon card.
Because I was actually looking at this. Japan released several jumbo promo cards.
If you come closer, I can actually move the zoom in, and then you can move up and down. Not that close. Oh, God. There you go. Now it's sharper. There you go. So, yeah, it's an actual Pokemon card. I mean, I don't know how
How does the non-shiny Rayquaza become the shiny Mega Rayquaza?
Well, I mean, think of how awful that would be if you had to evolve from Shiny Rayquaza the card, because there was only the one promo I showed you earlier. And then in terms of, as far as this is concerned, the Shiny...
Wait, how do Megas even work in the card game? I don't even know.
You haven't played them?
No.
Well, I did against you in the deck I built that you don't want to play. Well,
Sure.
every time we did, Kim lost.
It was really boring.
Yeah, for how much playing of the game she did in Johto, she really hates the modern game, which is kind of backwards. But anyway, yeah, it's a giant foil Mega Rayquaza. I believe that came in a box set, which, oh, I have the box. Whatever.
You do? It's buried in the basement.
I have it buried in the basement. That box, I have it. Now you know that. By the way, this giant piece of paper, I believe, goes with this guy.
That's your authenticity.
This is the certificate of authenticity that comes with the kid figure. So
that's all that's in this folder, right?
Maybe.
Yes.
I'm not entirely sure. So look at that. Underneath, by the way, there was... Oh, do you really need to show? Here's my certificate of authenticity. Yep.
Here's another folder.
That's another... Oh, no, that's not another folder. That is the folder. We haven't seen a clear file that came with
E-folder?
the rest of that stuff for the movie. You can also see
okay.
it's...
Yay, rainbow sparkles again.
Rainbow Sparkles. I also have never opened this. It's still in its original packaging, which honestly, Kim, I don't like having things in there, but did I do that myself?
Yes, you did. That's why I was putting it back in there for you.
And here's the back again with
because
the gang.
then you sat this inside of that.
So, by the way, can I point out one vendetta of why I didn't want to watch this movie?
Who's
Who's missing?
Oh.
Why is Lugia there if my favorite legendary isn't allowed to come to the freaking party? I'm not watching this movie. I will boycott it. Though it got me cool stuff like this. This is, unfortunately, it's all in the back for these.
Wait,
so.
is it all just the ones that can fly?
No, that's all of them from the movie. Regigigas can't fly.
Okay, but where are, like, all the other Reggies and the dogs?
The other Reggies didn't show up. Oh, there's other legends, yeah, but this was just, like, whoever Hoopa called in. And Hoopa apparently hates Ho-Oh, just like everybody else at 4Kids. So, I hate them.
4Kids didn't make the movie.
Who's making the new movies? Is it just Pokemon Company? Do they own the rights to that, too?
No.
I don't know who does
It's not
it anymore.
4Kids that owns the right to it.
I thought they were fighting for the right. Who cares? Okay, so anyway, this is this. In fact, it's the last thing. We can just leave it as our little background here, because I do have one last thing here, and it is here. You can hold this so I can move our focus over. This is a deck box. Honestly, I don't know where it came from. This is the only one I've ever seen that looks like this.
It's really cool.
It is really cool. This is a Shiny Mega Rayquaza deck box. You can show the other sides and stuff. There's like some coins and stuff inside of it, by the way.
I'm trying not to make like a loud noise with it.
Yeah, I know. Also, the top's got like a different print to it too. I think the bottom's what's the bottom show?
The trademark.
Whatever. All right. So yeah, this is the only one I've seen. So it was officially like sold and everything.
It's a really cool tin. Like
it is a really nice tin. The top slides. Oh, you don't want to do that.
Just pop it off. Show it.
I'll just show you. The top will slide off. There it goes. It was kind of stuck. Slides off just like that. I keep like dice in it. By the way, these are the ones that came with that Elite Trainer box for the Rayquaza set. I was obviously excited.
And that little tin just pops out.
And then this just slides right out of here.
Yeah.
I don't want the dice to go everywhere. It's why I'm trying to be gentle.
That's why I was keeping the lid on it while I did that.
There we go. Oh, yeah, I could have done that. And then your deck goes in here, which mine is out because we were doing the TCG.
How cool
isn't that like
the
coolest deck box? So I got that, and that's why I was like, man, I want to put a really cool Pokemon deck in this thing and use it. And then I did, and then, what are you doing?
Why did you put that back on without putting on the lid?
It slides right on. Okay. You don't need to. That's how cool it is. So yeah, I really wanted to make a cool deck, and then I did, and it's like Rayquaza themed, and then Kim won't play it. So
it's a boring game.
No, it's not. We just went through how many episodes showing Pokemon TCG, and you're just gonna end it all with like, it's a boring game.
I like collecting them for the arts.
So anyway, this is Shiny Rayquaza collection. I don't know how much more stuff they came out with, and I, at the very least, to try and collect any other stuff. Like if any of you guys have any other cool stuff to show. I'd love to collect Rayquaza stuff. The Mega is going too far because obviously, like, it'll never end, and no one wants to get into a collection that'll never end. people who collect pop vinyl
Pops.
figures.
I was about to say people who collect pops.
Yeah, like, what's wrong with you? I don't understand. Well, if they just collect, like, the ones they like, and they feel like that, they call that a collection.
Or, like, a specific series.
Right, yeah, like,
Or,
maybe.
like, ones in a specific
like,
release
you
date.
specifically collect Marvel, or something like that.
Or,
I would
like,
get it.
in a specific release date, like...
That's still too far.
This version
No, that's still
of it. Okay.
that's still too much. So that's why I was trying to narrow it down to specifically Rayquaza stuff. And obviously I said, like, I'd love to do Ho-Oh, and if they even have any shiny Shuckle. You know, I love Shuckle. Probably my favorite Pokemon.
That's why everybody keeps sending you shiny Shuckles.
I know, and I'm
It's
so excited
adorable.
about that. I can show this one off here because he's sitting right here. I love this
so
kind of stuff
cute.
that you guys send me. So anyway, in terms of shiny Mega Rayquaza stuff, as I mentioned, there's also the plushie that is in another video, and I could show you guys some other time. Also, we've got some extra TFG figures that we may do shiny paints of, one of which is a Rayquaza. I do have two,
We're
and I
getting
may...
a lot better with the model paint. So
I might be able to do some shiny... I'll probably have its own video if we did, like, a bunch of shiny TFGs.
like custom shiny.
Yeah, that'd be pretty fun. But either way, that is all the time we have for now. It's already been a really big video, but it's been a lot of fun.
A very long
Finally
episode.
getting to show this.
Finally,
Excited.
I can put it away, guys.
Wait, what? That is all the time we have for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to like the videos and subscribe for more. And I will see you all in the next Pokemon collection video. Booyah!
Bye.